I have given a model question that appears in almost all the exams under the head syllogism. The directions that are given are, in each of the following questions are given two statements followed by two conclusions marked 1 and 2. You have to decide which of the conclusions logically follows from the two given statements disregarding commonly known facts. The options given are option 1. Option 1 if conclusion 1 alone follows. Option 2 if conclusion 2 alone follows. Option 3 is if either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 follows. Option 3 is the typical example of complementary pair. Only in cases of complementary pair, option 3 is applicable. Either 1 or 2 of the conclusion follows. Option 4, if neither 1 nor 2 of the conclusion follows. That is, if both the conclusions are false, then you give option 4. Option 5 is when both the conclusions are right or both the conclusions are true, you give option 5. So these are the 5 options out of which you have to choose one. They will give you two statements followed by two conclusions, and you will have to choose any one of these options as answer. Now with this preamble, let us jump to solve the actual questions that appear in the exam. Let us go to the question. Question number 1. All tables are chairs, all chairs are fans. These are the two statements. Conclusions, all fans are tables and some chairs are fans. Let us see the working. Question number 1. Statement 1. All T are C. Statement 2. All C are F. Conclusions. 1. All F are T. Conclusion 2. Some C are F. Some C are F. So the first step is to identify the statements. The statements are both A type. Then we have to go to the conclusions and find out whether they are mediate or immediate. F and T. F and T, they are in two statements. Therefore, this is mediate inference. Some C or F. C and F, they are in one statement. Therefore, it is immediate inference. Now we have two conclusions. Out of that, one is mediate and the other is immediate. So next step is to verify immediate, because that's a very easy one. Some C or F. Now all C or F is a statement. From that you can easily derive some C or F. It is a valid immediate inference. Therefore conclusion 2 is correct. Now let us come to conclusion 1. Conclusion 1 is derived from 1 and 2. Statements 1 and 2. Therefore, we have to see whether there is a common term. Is there a common term? Yes, there is a common term. Is it aligned? Yes, it is aligned. So, now we can draw a mediate inference. A plus A, all apples are A plus A is equal to A. Therefore, the immediate inference we can draw is all T are F. The valid mediate inference that we can draw from these two statements is all T are F. But in the conclusion 1 it says all F are T. We cannot draw this from this statement, and therefore conclusion 1 is false. Out of the two given conclusions, only conclusion 2 follows and conclusion 1 does not follow. Since only conclusion 2 follows, the answer is 2. For question number 1, the answer is 2. Only conclusion 2 follows. Let us go to the next question. Question number 2. All dogs are monkeys. These are the two statements. No monkey is a cat. The conclusion is no dog is a cat and no cat is a dog. Let us work it out. Question number 2. The statements are: 1. All dogs are monkeys. All dogs are monkeys. Statement 2. No monkey is cat. No M is C. The conclusions are: no D is a cat. Is a C, and conclusion 2 is no C is a D. So the first step in drawing, mark the statements. All D is A type and this is E type. No M is C is E type. Now then come to the conclusions, and we have to mark the conclusions as I or D, I or M, immediate or mediate inference. No D is C. D and C are in two statements. D is here, C is here. Therefore this is mediate inference. Similarly, on the same logic, no C is a D is also mediate inference. Therefore both in conclusions are mediate inferences. Mediate inference means then we have to see whether we can draw mediate inference from statement 1 and 2. Whether there is any common term? Yes, there is a common term. Is it aligned? Yes, it is aligned. Therefore we can cancel the common term and we can arrive at a mediate inference. What is the valid mediate inference for A plus E? All England is equal to England. All D or C. Now the valid conclusion that we can draw is no D is C. It is E-type conclusion. No D is C is a valid inference. So no D is C is a valid inference. Coming to conclusion 2. Conclusion 2 is nothing but the converse of conclusion 1, which we have found to be true. This is just a converse. No D is C and converse of it is no C is D. Therefore both are true. So for this question, conclusions 1 and 2, both conclusions follow. Therefore the answer is 5. For question number 2, the answer is 5. Both conclusions 1 and 2 follow.